Yeah, it's going to be hardcore in a way. I mean, it's only as hard as you make it. We don't have to push. We just have to ride to finish. But it's still, you know, I got the entry list today, the confirmation. There's like 180 starters or whatever, and everything's like KTM 300, WR 450, KTM 400, and there's like Triumph, Tiger Rally Pro 1200. You know, it's just like fuck.
There she is. Wow.
It's a whole lot of motorbike.
What a beast.
What comes to mind?
Yeah, so I got a phone call from Cam saying that the 24 hour was on. He said we should probably ride it. I thought that's a marvellous idea. We'll jump on our dirt bikes and ride 24 hours. It'll be challenging, it'll be fun. And then he threw in the last second that it's in 2 weeks and we're going to do them on 1200 Triumphs. And there was a very long pause on the phone.
Nice view of your ass crack.
You might be seeing more of that in the race, mate, even though you're winning in front.
Them's fighting words.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't even know how to act. What the fuck?
What have we done?
Oh, Jesus. I reckon we get down the paddock and have a fang around in some mud. I reckon then we'll know what we're up against.
I can't wait to roll some K's down, but...
I don't know what I'm more excited about. Us doing the venture together, which is going to be just epic.
Yeah.
But the thought of doing the race on it, I am quietly shitting myself.
Yeah.
We've got a little single loop down there. I just thought we should both have a ride and see what we're in for, basically. You bring your kit?
Yeah, I did. Don't leave home without it, mate.
Everything?
Maybe not goggles.
Winner chooses.
Righto.
Okay?
Okay, do you want to step it up a little bit more? The pillion has to sit on there backwards.
It's such a cock. That means I ride.
No, I choose.
You're backwards.
I'm not riding backwards. I'm not
Hey, I
riding
said
backwards.
let's step it up.
How am I going to plug in if I'm backwards? All right, get your gear back.
Righto.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So we're at our test loop, which I can come down here. Kaz practices down there a bit. If I want to make a bike adjustment, I come down here. Have a lap first. So going to go ass up in a big way. Preparation started today. I picked up the bike. Donnie's bike's still getting run in. Mine's got to be run in. But we went down the paddock today and we're just having a ride and really working out what we need to do with the bike, fine tuning it a bit. Like we've adjusted the handlebars, the gear lever. Sounds like really basic fundamental stuff, but it's already transformed how the bike works. For us, I say us because Donnie and I are sort of doing the same thing. As far as our setup goes, now we know we need some more block type knobby tyres for grip, and I reckon we're going to be well on our way. 24 hours. Oh. Before it was a joke. Yeah, it just got serious, I think. To do this right, we probably need a couple of siding laps, and then I'll get the stopwatch out just to see if we're on a similar level.
I've already got it on stopwatch. You know what? He's pretty much the same person all the time. He's always got a smile on his face. Super competitive. Where's that go? Every time we do everything, it's stopwatch is out, or there's a handshake bet for a coffee or something in it. Everything's always looking for the most out of life. It's good. It's a really good friend to have, to be honest. 108. And we do the point, 0.6.
I'll get the phone out.
Oh,
when did you hit the button? When you said go?
When I said go.
Okay.
Come on, mate. It's got to be fair and legitimate.
Mate, I'm going to have to get the jacket off. We're not racing. We're not competitive at all. No pressure, 56. Was mine generally 108? Right now, I love you just a little bit more. Where do I start? It's interesting, we didn't meet each other quite late. We talk about, boyhood friends and stuff. Like, we both working at a motorbike shop. I was racing and struggling to get a job that will put up with my racing in a local bike shop that I was a customer of at. he was brave enough to give an aspiring young racer a job. Donnie was already working there. So yeah, we hit it off straight away. We found out we grew up in similar areas. You know, dads knew each other. We knew so many similar mates. It was mind-blowing actually we hadn't already met. And we took off from there riding dirt bikes, and then we've ridden and raced together. Donnie's spanner for me. He's been my right-hand man all around the world. And we've done a lot of cool stuff together, but the coolest stuff has just been the countless hours of trail riding up the bush and camping and all the other stuff that, you know, young blokes do.
Yeah, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. You?
Not bad at all.
You all ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, mate. I'll meet you at the end of your drive in 20.
Righto, mate. I'll put the helmet on. I'll see you out there.
All right, hooroo. The plan is to finish. You know, we're riding there. We just looked at the sat nav today. We thought it was about 600. It's actually 800 kilometres from my door to the start line. That's the most direct route, which no one, Donnie and I, we probably won't take either. So we've got an 800k ride to get there. We've got a 24-hour non-stop race, and then we've got an 800k ride home. So mainly it's just to make it back home and end up back in this garage, and yeah, with a lifetime worth of stories, I'd reckon. Why race this event? Good question. It's a question I've been asking myself a bit lately. I always love a challenge. You know, the last time I did this race, I trained hard. Like 3 months before, I was out mountain bike riding at night, putting in regular sessions on the motocross track. This year, it's all come together at the last minute. I haven't trained. I like to think I shoot myself generally. Who am I kidding? I'm completely and totally unprepared for this race.
No, I've never ridden the 24-hour. I've ridden 8 hours, Pony Express, like so multiple riders. And race big off-roads doing 3 hours, which are quite punishing. But essentially, I've never done 24 hours on a motorcycle. Yeah. Like everything, I've got these expectations of what it's going to be like, but I just won't know until we're in it. It's going to be, yeah, I have no idea what it's going to be like. That's not what I'm going to expect, I guess.
Yeah, the 24-hour trial, it's an amazing event. It is actually a 24-hour trial, so it's a reliability trial. It's about getting yourself and your machine to the finish. It's actually the longest and oldest running motorcycle race in Australia, so it's quite historic. And you can imagine years ago on all the old British bikes and the, you know, riders from a former era, from yesteryear, those old bikes, you know, you're lucky enough to make it to work without a mechanical issue. So you imagine riding through the mud and dust and And the torture that race puts them through, it must have been a heck of a trial. Now we're sport with modern bikes and technology. Maybe it's all a little bit too easy. So we've decided to do it on a near 250 kilogram adventure bike that's probably not designed for that purpose.
Oh, just finally made our way here. Trying to get in a good mindset, ready to get some scrutineering done and turn some wheels tomorrow.
Riders briefing, machine examination, 3 till 6. Oh! Merchandise will be available. Cool.
Yep.
Might get some merch actually. This is a time card. This shows the Ks and the time of each stage. So when you leave, how many Ks and how many minutes you've got. Look, you don't have to have it, but it's a nice reference point. After doing this event once before, I just found it was good to have a glance. It takes a lot of time to make that up. Kaz did that for me. She's got a little note there for me telling me good luck from her and the girls. So yeah, it's pretty cool. 2:52. Scrutineering starts in 8 minutes. No pressure. The bike's ready yet?
Done.
Later, you're ready to go.
Yours is ready to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, what have we got ourselves into? Do you know what I think though? Honestly, I keep going through these waves of, like, I only know how to race without being silly. Like, honestly, I've got that, you know what I'm like. I'm bloody wound up like a spring all the time. So I'm like, and then I've got to tell myself I'm not racing. You know what I mean? I'm going there to finish the event, not actually.
I think not getting caught in a gunfight with someone is going to be so hard to resist.
Yeah, it is.
Especially as you and I. Yeah, I know. Well, that's. Look, I'd like to say I'm the better rider and I'd like to win, but you never do know. The Cam's definitely probably got a lot more ability, natural ability than myself. I have to work a little bit harder for it. But I don't think that's going to be the thing that's going to win this race. I think getting through it is going to be the winner, essentially. But it'll be me.
It's not important, you know. We're mates. We're just about getting to the finish. But it'll be me. No, it won't. I don't, you know. Mate, it's not a competition. Yeah, it's a competition. We actually haven't put money on it yet, but, you know, it'll be bragging rights for the rest of our lives. So I think we start number 140, 141, 142 out of near 200 competitors. But the only position we'll be worried about is between each other. We joke about that, but yeah, it's probably pretty serious actually.
I've just worked out why somebody is going to ride this bike. It's only a medium helmet.
Yeah, small brain. I know. That's helped me over the years greatly in racing, I think. Managed to push them into the impound area. I haven't given mine a name yet, Donnie. I haven't given mine a name yet.
Ooh, I haven't either.
I name every race bike I've got. Always gets a girl's name. So I've got to come up with one between tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, something big. Maybe Beyonce. Maybe I'll call it Beyonce. She's got back.
What about you, Dom?
Don't know yet.
Gwen?
Yeah, that's it.
Gwen.
Gwen Stefani. No, Gwen, you got to finish. I don't know if this is a good idea. That's it.
We'll work on that. We'll come up with a name.
Those.
We'll come up with a name over beer.
Yep.
Well, mate, first bit done.
That's it.
It's got a real good vibe about it, hasn't it?
I don't think anyone was too like scoffing at us, so to speak. Everyone's having a laugh, but everyone's giving them just good wishes.
Yeah, pat
which
on
is
the
really
back.
good. Yeah, yeah.
So the bikes are in control now, so we can't touch them till tomorrow. So now kick the boots off. We'll head to a pub for a meal and try to fuel up and get ready for tomorrow. Save some energy.
Calm our nerves.
Yeah, it's a
Try and
weird
get some
feeling.
sleep.
It's a weird feeling, but
Yeah.
it's a long race, so we'll just
Doesn't feel real yet.
nah.
It definitely doesn't feel real yet.
Yeah, this time tomorrow. Will we be finishing our first lap about this time tomorrow?
Yeah. What do we start? 12:55.
Yeah, so we're going to come in 6, 7. Wow, we're not even close to finishing our first lap.
No, we're
Now-
coming in the dark. Let's not go
Yeah,
through
it's
that.
not real
Yeah.
yet.
4:50. No, we're only halfway through. Literally halfway through our first lap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be good. It was a good idea.
Yep.
It is. It was funny at the signing, you know, in that shed, like the mustering shed, everyone was having a laugh. But, you know, nicely, just all shaking their heads and thinking we're crazy. So, yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers.
We might need a bit of that luck.
Yeah, thank you. See you out there.
Guru.
I've gone from nervous to numb to now I'm excited. I'm actually pretty keen to click a few gears out and wide open paddock. It's gonna be good. I'm just gonna enjoy the bits that it's gonna be good at and just get through the bits that's not wishes of kilometres away. But it's actually a little bit of fun, like sort of steering across. I think once the rut's get a bit deeper, we're going to be struggling a little bit, but at the moment it's still fun. It actually is fun.
Yeah, feels like I've been riding for a day. Tell me we've done more than an hour.
We've seen a couple of bottle shops, that's the upside.
Yeah, hour and a half. Oh, over. You've been 2 hours now.
I'm not even looking.
22 to go. Basically that.
Next time we come through, it'll be 9:15. We're going well.
1:15.
I must say, I think the best thing and why our partnership works so well in this, and just as mates in general, as two riders, we're so close. Like, we are ridiculously close. You know, if we go on a trail ride and we both say that was a ball breaker, that was hard, that was easy. If I'm enjoying a trail, you'll be enjoying a trail. Like, we are on such a level. You know, we're so equal in so many ways, I mean, and so many different disciplines. So that's why I can really enjoy the ride. Two stages back, there's a rock bed. It's insane. The enduro guys are saying it's insane. Like full rock ledge, step up rock ledge. I honestly don't know how I got through it. I don't know how I got through it. I don't know how I'm going to get through it another couple of times. You start a minute apart, you can't return direction. So if someone doesn't show up, you can't go back looking for them. But I think the big thing is that the thought of heading off on the same minute, it was never going to work with deep bull dust, single track, So we couldn't really, originally we
and
thought we'd ride together and sort of look out for each other, but that didn't really work. And yeah, in total fairness, because I started the minute first, I mean, you helped me multiple times, and I always said, oh, I'll be there for you. I mean, I was already gone.
You'd be there for me at the end. Good, some really tough sections out there, that's for sure. It's good fun.
We have talked about whether we wait and ride through the creek beds together.
Yeah, oh, you definitely need. We're going to need each other through that.
Because then I'm going to give up my minute.
But then you're on 1 minute. If you do that.
No,
I think there's a bit of.
Was it me?
You're as bad as him. No, actually.
I'm as good as him.
I knew it would be like this. He hasn't done the race, and every stage he's telling me what to do. There's plenty of time. I come through a control, and as I was heading up the transfer, I'm looking back for the headlight, and I'm going, 1, 2, 3.
Trying to count. I was doing the same things. I'd see you go past a fence post, and I was trying to count a minute out by the time I went to it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so you're as competitive as me.
Yeah.
150.
I was just thinking to myself, it was probably the toughest moment of the race for me. It was about, it was on the second lap. I was just felt like I was starting to push a bit harder. The conditions are quite tricky to know what pace to set, and then if you go too slow in rocks and bull dust, you end up toppling over. You need momentum, but not too much.
And
yeah,
and second lap's dark too.
Yeah, in the dark.
Night time.
Dropped the bike a couple of times. Donnie caught up to me and helped me pick it up, which was awesome. Because I was like, at that point, I was starting to think, wow, I don't know if I'm going to get through this. Like, it was just raining lap 2. It was getting really hard. I was really tired.
And like I say, when we're out there, like in other stages where we're both sort of being the same pace on the same machines and the same course, there was a few riders that went down in front of us, and you instantly helped them straight away. So we're both there at that point.
Hang on, my mate's here now. I'm there going, our mate's laying trapped under his bike. And Donnie pulls up and I'm like, can you hold my bike? Because I can't put it down here. Donnie's like, the guy's stuck, just lay it on the ground. Donnie drops his bike and just picks him up, and I'm laying mine down. I won't be able to get it back up again.
I think I've hurt my leg there.
But it was great to share it together. Like I often thought, you know,
it was brilliant.
It's interesting, you see, you know, we have moments each of us where we'd struggle or where we'd sort of, you know, get on a roll, and it's sort of, yeah, it's a bit of a wave back and forth.
It was good to bring each other up. Like we're both on the same machine, so you knew you weren't alone in the pain. Yeah. And
yeah, if you're on your own, maybe you'd be thinking, you can't do this.
Why am I doing this? How? Yeah. People in the controls are amazing. They sat there all night in the cold, not being paid, and they were genuinely interested in why we were doing this.
Yeah.
And happy for us. Every lap they came around, everyone was big smiles and cheers. It kept you going. It was a little bit of inspiration every time you pulled up, actually.
Yeah, it was it was really special. Everything about the meeting, but that course, I just couldn't believe how tough it was. It was absolutely brutal. Like it was really tough.
It was not what you sold me on the phone call. To come over here.
I did say it was pretty easy. We'll just get around. They can do it on vintage bikes. Yeah.
If they can do it on sidecars, we can do it on a 1200. Is pretty much all what you said.
Yeah.
Are we going up the hill? Here we go. Yeah! Ready! That one.
We're back.
We're back. Better than ever.
That's it.
You guys are maniacs.
Yeah.
Good to see it.
You are maniacs.
You need any sugar?
Of course I do. Oh, a marshmallow.
Got Cam.
Donnie, that's Cam there.
Through it, boys.
We're getting through it.
I'll be here next lap.
You'll be here the next lap.
fuck.
You're going to stay up the whole night.
No, I will be, yeah.
That's commitment.
We do it every year, man.
Awesome work. It's an awesome course,
You
though.
do it, we do it.
Hats off to you guys for doing that.
We'll see you in the next 6 hours.
See you in 6 hours. We'll all be a little older and we'll all be a little wiser.
That's right. See you, mate.
All the best.
I miss you, Donnie. I'm absolutely wrecked. When I got to that next control, I was asking the boys, had they seen you? One guy said he gave me a hand to pick the bike up. He said, I think he's just got to get going again. So I thought, sweet. Shit happens, mate, 24 hours. But thanks, mate. I don't know if I'd be sitting here having a coffee. If you haven't been there, give me a hand earlier, so thank you. And look forward to having a beer with you in a couple of hours' time. Or come put my gear on and you can ride the last lap. I'm down with that. Everyone's a winner. Please come put my gear on.
Sorry, boys. The highlights have to be after I DNF'd and found my way in sub-0 degree temperatures, get the message from you saying that it was a shame and you wanted me out there, and then everybody asking about me at all the controls was definitely makes you want to be back out there, and makes you feel like you've let a lot of people down because you're not, but proud that everyone was thinking about you.
No one's crazy surprised either because it's a 24, the rate of attrition's so high, but every single check, where's your mate? And then the next lap, it's like, what happened to your mate, you know? Not just people working at the control, but spectators hanging around the control and whatnot as well. So yeah, we certainly created some interest on the bikes. And
Absolutely.
Stand out. Yeah, that last lap, he said, just remember it's only 12 competitive stages and you got this beat. And I was like, he goes, after this one, it's 11. And I thought, yep, so I just counted them down. When I got to 6, I thought, all right, halfway. You go through so many waves where you think, I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But one thing, my point to this was the reoccurring thought, on that final lap today, all I kept thinking is, I'm never, ever going to do this again. I can't believe I'm here a second time. This is ridiculous. It hurts so much. Why am I doing this? I'm sitting here now, how far post-race, a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Already thinking about next year.
Oh yeah.
All right, paper, rock, scissors to see who gets the ride next year.
No, see who chooses rides next year.
Okay, so you can send me, I can send you. Oh, that makes it even more interesting.
It does, doesn't it?
Winner takes all or best out of 3?
Straight up.
Straight up? Oof.
Don't think about it, just do it.
I really want you to get the chance to finish. But I'll be there for you.